Yo!
What is up, guys? My name is Shannon, aka Cotton.
I thought you would have said cognitive binks.
I feel like I'm not cognitive.
Yo!
What is up, guys? My name is Shannon, aka Cosmic Bank. So welcome back to MVA.
Yeah. Forget it.
I am back with my husband,
Matthew V. Haynes, aka the Clockmaster.
and today we're here for
I know. The Hunger Games. A little bit of a spoiler, but you don't have the context. Hunger Games.
I do know about that though.
Exactly. So that's why I did it.
I know about that. I've technically watched this one time, like way back when it came out, and
Do you remember anything about this movie? Do you know anything about this movie? Because you told me you didn't see it. So
I know I told you I did see it.
Okay, well, you say you don't. Okay, do you know anything about this movie?
I only watched the first one. I have not seen any of the other ones, like at all. So I do know some things. I know there's like what's his name, Peter. What was that? Josh Hutcherson?
Do you know anything? Do you remember anything from this movie?
Not particularly. I remember the like the memes, like the volunteers tribute and stuff. And it was like her sister or something that she took her place. But that's about. I know there was another girl, like another little girl that there was there with her, but I don't remember anything about that. Like when she was actually in the thing.
Okay, so I was just trying to ascertain. I didn't remember any of this information she told me. So this is not really first time watching. It's a sort of blind reaction, I guess.
90% of this movie I don't remember. So I would say kind of somewhat first time watching.
Okay, you guys gonna have to determine this because I did not know, because I didn't remember. If you told me that, I honestly don't remember. But I've seen this movie a couple times. It's been years since I've seen any of the movies though, but I've seen pretty much all of them in the theaters. I read all the books.
I started the first book, but I didn't like their writing style. I'm very picky with that.
Yeah.
But this was also back when I was in like middle school, so things might have changed.
Well, yeah. Well, either way, it's not new to me.
Yeah.
I do need refreshers, I would say, because I don't remember. I know as I watch the movies, like things will come back to me because I haven't really, because I said I was a huge fan of these movies as most people my age growing up watching this. So, like,
yeah, I was an anomaly.
Well, not that bad of an anomaly because y'all grew up watching Harry Potter. I didn't.
I didn't grow up watching Harry Potter.
Okay, well,
I didn't watch until I was in my late teens.
Still, though, you were at least a teenager when you watched it. I didn't watch Harry Potter till I was an adult.
Yeah, that's fair.
So, and that was only a few years ago.
Yeah. But yeah, I think we'll just get right into it then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Make sure you guys like, subscribe if you do like what you see. And if you want to see the full reaction to this, make sure to head on over to our Patreon, The Cosmic Clock. Link will be in the description below. Yeah, let's just get into it.
Getting all the memories of me watching these now. As it plays, I'm remembering everything.
Remember every girl like putting her hair in like that hairstyle?
I'll still cook you.
There you go. Oh, I forgot that she was an archer. It's like her defining
It's like her whole thing. It's like I've always seen years of people. People always put like Katniss Everdeen versus Hawkeye, Katniss versus Legolas, Katniss versus any other popular archer in media.
Yeah, I just completely forget about it because I don't think about Hunger Games often.
What are you gonna do with that when you kill it?
All my old vibes.
Right.
It's not funny.
Bro, I was not gonna be all giddy right after that. You just scared my deer away. It looked like it's some alien spacecraft.
How many times did your name in today?
42.
Jesus.
Damn! Guess the odds aren't exactly in my favor.
Why have people got their names in so many times? Does it just keep like doubling every year you don't get in?
You keep it. It's yours.
Thank you.
In this economy?
Right.
I don't know. She might have just wanted to do something nice.
Yeah.
Sometimes people just want to do nice things.
That's true.
Anxiety inducing.
Bro, I cannot imagine being 12 years old and having to go fight to the death.
As long as you have it.
Stuff's wild.
Bro, you can't see nothing out that visor.
Right. Everything just looks blurry.
That giant look blurry.
Oh. I can't see.
Snap out of it.
I can't fucking see.
I love the choice in outfit just to make her stand out
Yeah.
visually.
Brought to you all the way.
It's just like, I'm gonna be in there. I'm too old to be in there anyway.
Is it too old?
Yeah, it's at 18.
And our forgiveness. This is how we remember our
Forgiveness?
Sounds like you more.
how we safeguard our
Some people are so sick, bro.
Right.
Who would want to watch this?
Primrose Everdeen.
That's some messed up RNG.
Mm-hmm.
I volunteer! I volunteer! I volunteer as tribute. No! Dramatic turn of events here in District 12.
Whole thing just sucks.
Yep. If you think about it, she'd probably be just the most equipped just because she hunts and stuff, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Compared to like that little girl that don't do nothing really. Or incapable,
absolutely.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It still sucks though.
Peter Malark.
That was good acting from the extras. You saw they just went like a sigh of relief.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
it's like a minor thing. All of them. Fun fact: I just found out Josh Hutcherson actually auditioned to play Spider-Man.
I did know that.
There's an audition tape. There's a whole tape.
Yeah.
Then you make one, okay? You know how to hunt.
Animals.
It's no different, Candace.
I mean, in reality, it's really not.
No.
Man, I look good. But that would just feel like my last meal kind of thing.
Yeah, that's why they doing it, bro. Like, here's
Yeah.
the best food you could ever have because you're never gonna have it again.
Like, you're probably gonna die.
You're probably gonna die. So here you
But
go.
you know, it's for the good of your country. Is that
Congratulations.
I'm blanking on his name. I know exactly who he is, but my brain is literally Woody Harrelson. I knew it was a W, but I couldn't think of the name. I was drawing a blank. I don't think he's gonna be much help, to be honest. I mean, that's what I would need if I was going into the Hunger Games, but it's probably not the best idea.
Okay.
Why is he me though?
Embrace the probability of your imminent death.
Yo, you are not putting your dogs on me.
Maybe spill much this in my room.
I mean, you don't attack a guy that has won the Hunger Games.
Yeah.
If this is supposed to be some legendary thing, you don't attack the dude who won it.
Been 2 days already?
It's huge.
I mean, you're going 200 miles an hour.
Yeah, but they said 2 days.
You're going 200 miles an hour on maglevs. This is probably a maglev train. So no friction or resistance. Speeding through. Floating off the tracks.
This is not a happy event.
What? That's literally rule one.
This knife. He knows what he's doing.
See? He literally just said you gotta get people to like you.
Yeah.
That's the whole point.
Yeah.
You gotta embrace the nonsense.
What's that? Oh, we're just saying we might need to hose you down again before we take you to Cinna.
Bro, no, I ain't that dirty.
Know who that is?
No.
Most people just congratulate me.
I don't see
It's Lenny Kravitz.
Oh. I didn't even recognize him.
Yeah. It's like this is like a world, like a World Cup final for these guys.
Right. Just watching a whole bunch of teenagers killing themselves.
Exciting part.
Who that is?
It just gives you
No.
That was Huey.
Don't you love?
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even
so
see.
Clearly are able to reflect the character.
There's a whole bunch of people in here.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you're literally on fire, it will make an impression.
You gotta stand out.
Courage and your sacrifice.
Not like they had a choice in the matter.
Literally. Well, Katniss had a choice.
Well, she had a choice, but everyone else did. I don't like his look, bro. He probably get the most enjoyment out of this.
The most what?
The most enjoyment.
Probably.
He just looks sus.
My boy Bjorn.
Oh?
From Vikings.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm being sarcastic.
Grown up Bjorn. Well, the actor they chose, that's Ludwig. They chose him to play grown up version of Bjorn.
I see.
My boy Bjorn. I don't like the colors, he be black. But I like the bed look comfy though.
Yeah, but they're all about like color.
Yeah, I know.
You know. Color equals rich.
I don't like that personally. I mean, they chose more of a brutalism architecture approach to the building. Because it's all concrete and very jagged. Yeah. That's good old brutalism for you.
First, no fighting with the other tributes.
You?
You'll have plenty of time for that.
Saw him.
There are
Manless hamburgers there too. They got a whole bunch. And that's Orphan, the Orphan.
So many people.
Esther.
It's really not fair for them to be putting 12-year-olds against 18-year-olds.
Their bodies are a little bit more developed.
Yeah.
I'll wait for the arena. You're the first one I get, so watch your back, huh?
Everybody back in line.
You know who you're messing with, kid.
I mean, that is a smart move, though. Pin people against each other.
You know what my mother said? She said District 12 might finally have a winner. But she wasn't talking about me.
That's rough to hear from your own
That
mother.
is rough.
Jeez. Even your mom don't believe in you, bro.
That's actually rough. That's why he got hired for Vikings.
I don't see her as Esther, bro.
Is that Esther?
It is. I know her face very well. The amount of times I've watched that movie growing up.
That's why she got hired for Orphan.
No, I think Orphan was before this.
Before this, yeah.
Orphan was like 2008 or something like that.
Yeah, this is 2012.
Yeah. Now I see Huey.
Yeah. You got through that jump with ease.
One hand, no problems. You still want to say some stuff?
Bro, that's how it be in these bro gyms. I'll tell you right now, bro. Sometimes in these gyms, bro, dudes be looking. They be like, and they lift up and be like.
Yeah, they're not looking. Not after your first mess up. Shoot someone's glass out of their hand. That'll make them pay attention. There you go.
Thank you for your consideration.
It used to be a meme. I remember that. I remember that meme being there for a while.
Nice shooting, sweetheart.
It made them pay attention.
What did they? What? 11.
11?
My name is Esther.
My name is Esther.
Are you truly a 30-year-old woman?
I am truly a 30-year-old woman.
Feign happiness.
He got to be like a joke when he was practicing to go on Murray.
Yeah.
Get to sit down and.
Just hoping that I wouldn't burn to death.
He's like, she's so naive.
Yeah.
That's hot at all.
No, that'll make an impression.
He's lucky his dress worked.
Right. Imagine she just starts twirling and just nothing happens.
Right.
At the reaping.
Oh.
Did she come and say goodbye to you?
Oh. Already got a nickname.
Yeah.
The girl on fire.
I mean, you make it work real fast.
And when you get home, she'll have to go out with you.
Well, she also might die. So I'm surprised they didn't play that out more.
Right.
You have our very own cat.
Who is the mystery girl? Y'all need some melatonin.
Of course not.
At me every night.
I just can't afford to think like that.
Yeah, you kind of got your sister back home.
Yeah.
If I didn't have anything to go back to, I wouldn't care.
Yeah, I wouldn't care. I'll live it up. I'll play it up. Whatever I gotta do.
Also try to survive, but at the end of the day, you know, I don't got nobody to go back to.
Right. God, the only thing there was nothing as bad as this concept until Squid Game.
Yeah.
When Squid Games came out, this was probably like one of the worst type of concepts you could have.
At least popular, because I'm sure there's some indie stuff.
Oh, there might be a lot of indie stuff, yeah, for sure.
Oh, don't give me a countdown.
The shiver's gonna come in hot.
Yeah.
I know that's hard for him in that position too.
Yeah.
You know, like you actually, like someone actually grows onto you, you're bonding with them, you know, and you got to send them out there, and then it's this whole thing.
And hope that they survive.
Hope that they survive. And it's like the thing that you design could be the thing they die in. And it's just like, okay, well,
yeah.
And then you got to do it every year. Yeah, no, too many.
Who's stepping off? I know one of you gonna be eager and step off. No? Okay, I'm actually shocked.
He said don't do it.
Yeah. There's a reason. You might be able to go back later.
Ouch.
Yikes. I would have just hid till everyone was gone.
Listen, Bjorn don't play around, okay? Say, bro, this guy.
I was kind of hoping he stepped off early.
The guy makes a great Viking.
But they couldn't give them a screen.
I'm gonna say, it's like not practical to be like,
yeah,
looking back there and like, come on, man. All these holograms and stuff, you can't just put up a little mini monitor,
right?
And a little Elgato on the corner or something, man. Come on now. That's dumb. Yeah, literally. Like, that's like so stupid. Oh, it's a kid though. She don't know.
She's a little older. She's not the 12-year-old. Yeah, of course they're banding together. I mean, it's smart. Strength in numbers.
You guys suck. She's right there.
Right, literally.
Bro.
They're not thinking people are gonna climb trees.
No.
And which is really dumb of them to assume.
But they also mentioned that the one black dude, I keep forgetting his name, they mentioned it, but he said he could climb trees. So why not check trees? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Bruh, they really started a forest fire.
Yeah, they most likely can contain. How come y'all cameras ain't got no stabilizers?
Right.
If y'all supposed to be so advanced, you're supposed to be having some stabilizers. Got the poor cameraman like.
Look like some found footage joint.
Huh?
Look like some found footage joint.
Nah, y'all, you know, you know they need? They need a Maury cameraman. Never miss. They be like, I dip in the pool. Isn't that like a TikTok?
Yeah.
A trip to the spa? Is that what it goes?
Yeah.
I dip in the pool. A trip to the spa.
A dip in the pool. A trip to the spa.
Calm down,
It's okay. Huey played a psycho and scream. It's understandable. All y'all suck with a bow and arrow. Don't even touch it. Put it back down, bruh. How about y'all do the easy pickings first?
Yeah. But they want to get rid of her first.
I guess.
She's more of a threat.
I mean, understandable.
Might as well do it while all of them are still alive, you know?
I guess giving her more time to prep. Giving her more time to prep is gonna, you know, be more dangerous for them, I guess.
Yeah.
Boys. So silly. You have received a care package. Please proceed to the nearby branch.
Click here to claim your prize.
Click here to claim your prize. Surprised she hasn't just tried her throwing knife.
Right. She was good with it.
Right.
What was
Y'all could
that
just, if she just in a blind spot, just like, unless she's in a blind spot, you could just...
Yeah.
Cuddle next to my boyfriend. Oh my god.
Even if it's just for the time being.
Even for the time being. He'll never hurt me.
Until he turns around and kills you later. Hey, bro, that thing's magic.
Right, that's the magic of aloe, bro.
Hey, bro, our lower districts got to stick together.
Pain, powerful hallucinations, and in extreme cases.
Why did y'all have to make this?
Right, bro.
Normal wasps are bad enough.
This is why Australia has so many nonsense. They probably made everything and just sent it all to Australia.
Yeah.
Let's send the tracker jackers to Australia.
Yeah, this is all just happening in Australia.
Let's just make make a new species of spider, which they just found another new one.
Are you for real?
In Australia. Yes. They found yet another undiscovered species of spider. Ouch, man.
Apply some of your cream on it. You'll be fine.
I hate bees and the wasps and stuff. Oh my lord! Jeez. They cause hallucinations too, so. Oh!
Jeez.
Well.
Oh.
They say karma's a bee.
That she.
Karma's a bee. Get it? Because, you know, bees.
That was silly. Coal mines freak me out. Bro.
Yeah. Ooh. It's like the whole caver thing, too.
Yeah. I don't want to be underground. Don't put me underground.
Well, I mean, look at her arm, though. I'm only saying that I don't remember exactly what happened, but look at her arm, though. There's only one person that could have done that.
Mm-hmm.
If that was a Caribbean person, that boom would have got bitten. Oh, I don't know why. I don't know why.
I mean, get all the nutrients.
All right.
No, bro, I would trust her too, because she could have killed me in those 2 days I was knocked out.
And changing her leaves and everything.
Yeah.
Yo, those are the type of dude that be camping spots.
Right.
And like, you know, in FPS games, right? They do the type of dude that just be camping.
Yeah. Well, at least you got a test dummy.
And you know what? We saw that she was good at patterns.
Yeah.
And as she ran, she said, hee 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 hee.
That's one way to do it. That's one way to do it.
Yep.
Surprised I haven't seen. Oh, okay. Damn.
Yep.
Oh, God. Do her tone. Better do her damn tune. Where is she?
Katniss!
Oh.
Katniss!
Who's waiting? Someone's waiting for her. Bye, Huey. Oh, no. Oh. We heal that? Oh, why do I have to make you attached to somebody?
Yeah.
Why you gotta do that?
It's worse in the books, man.
Usually is.
Because, like, in the books, you had, like, so much development. Like, I think there's, like, one major complaint I remember from a lot of fans about this was, like, between, like, her and Rue, there was a lot of development between the two of them.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, when it does happen, it's, like, you know, thing. But there's, like, way more time. So it actually hits harder. Like, if you actually read it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sucks though, because it's like these kids shouldn't have to go through this. You know what I mean? Like, she's so young, and like,
so young.
You don't have to. Like, this ain't right.
No, they're only seeing this stuff as entertainment, which is even more
which makes it. Yeah, it makes it worse. It makes this completely effed. And that sucks, man. At least she got to do something nice for her right there. You know.
She looks peaceful. At least.
Proper send off. Paying respect to her district.
Yeah.
Yep. Everybody gonna be mad.
That's like a 12-year-old, bro. I would cause a riot too, but then they still gotta clean it all up at the end of the day. Yeah, Xavier's gonna come in guns blazing.
Those holding them down.
Like they're animals, yo.
Two victors may be crowned if both originate from the same district.
That announcement might push. Well, no, I feel like Kato wants to be the only victor, but he's from 2, right? Is he from 1?
I can't remember exactly where.
I know Glimmer was from 1. They said.
Oh my God, Peter!
Give them special effects.
Right, practical effects on these from that team though is crazy.
Yeah.
Said he was the pastry dude.
Yeah. Still got that cream.
Still got that aloe. What about the aloe, bruh? What about the aloe?
Like what?
Something.
Okay, jealousy.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, it was enough though.
It's a look she gave him on the camera though.
You feel hot.
You see them in the crowd. Oh,
I remember the first time I saw you. I watched you going home every day. Every day.
What? What the fuck? Like,
It's like, okay.
did you, man?
Like, it's a little weird, but okay.
Generous host.
What's the caveat here?
Right. Oh. Right, I mean, so you with the chick with the heart.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
submit payment. Oh. Oh.
There's no way I'm letting you go.
Riz. Hey, yo, man. Got the Riz. Man, got that game.
Everyone in the comments gonna be like, y'all are mad old. No one says Riz anymore.
No one says Riz anymore.
The old classic, wait till they fall asleep and sneak out.
Yeah, she been...
Yeah.
She's standing on business.
Yeah, she been laying low.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, Esther.
That ain't good for no close. Honestly, it's Esther attacking.
As I'm saying, she's good at this kind of stuff.
Yep. Now, girl was taking some jujutsu classes, man. Yeah, I'm probably from his district too.
Just this time, 12.
Fair.
Peru.
Fair.
Mm-hmm.
She looked out for her.
I mean, there you go. 1 for 1, just this time. I mean, I think that's fair. I mean,
respectable.
With the whole situation going on, you can't be like, you know, looking out like, oh, I owe you favor now for everything.
Yeah.
What y'all really needed some Windex.
Stop.
Only certain people would understand that joke.
When you look me in the eyes.
Tell you that you love me. You look me in the eyes.
I catch a glimpse of heaven.
So much better.
That's the power of aloe.
Stop. Oh my God. Stop talking about aloe.
I hardly feel anything.
That's the power of aloe, bro. Aloe and love. Love low.
Stop. Oh.
Peter!
God. Okay. Okay.
I heard the cannon.
Oh, look at them.
Hey, bro. One kiss is all it takes.
Bro, imagine getting taken out by your own
Berries too.
By your own berries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, honestly, she was a G, bro, this entire time. Ain't nobody catch her.
Saw her.
She only took herself. She was her own worst enemy.
Mm-hmm. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Bro.
Holy Jesus. What is that? What the is that?
Y'all need to stop making these Australian things. Y'all need to stop, bro. What kind of, it's an Australian hellspawn.
Like a bulldog.
Right.
Like, 3 teams remain. Yeah. Ooh. I just gotta deal with Kato. Oh!
Damn.
Oh, God.
That didn't look like a troll, like an orc, a dog, and a pig in one.
Right. Man, so I got that dog in me.
Right.
I think one was enough.
You play Endwalker Void Sense.
Oh my God, it's an army. Who said they can't climb?
Yo, get Bjorn off this roof.
Just kick him.
Beat him to the wolves. Yeah, no, sorry. He's a little too strong. You're gonna have to do something.
Oh.
Look, Spider-Man 1 said if they're bigger, you gotta be quicker.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Okay, so let him go. Don't have him. You're dead anyway.
I always
Smart. And that's it, folks.
To be fair, a shot to the head would have been too merciful for him. It would have been too quick.
But also, he would have dragged Peter down with him.
True.
Well, there's mercy.
No, there's the mercy.
There has been a slight rule.
There's only going to be one person now. What if you just don't give them a show? How about that? You want to play by his own rules?
Stop!
Mm-hmm.
Stop!
They need their victor.
I present the winners of the 74th Annual Hunger Games.
They were standing on business. They were not playing around with nobody. They were like, bro, hey, man, pass me some of that. Let's just kick back.
I ain't gonna
look at the sunset. Right.
Ain't gonna happen.
Ain't gonna happen today. Just kick back and just, just talk about some good old war stories, buddy. And it's like, they don't want to be disrespected in front of their audience.
Yeah, what you gonna do? Kill me?
So that was gonna happen anyway. I was gonna do it myself anyway.
Right.
So,
Ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, people like a love story.
Lovers from District 12.
They must be very proud of you.
I don't like how he talking, man.
I guess we try to forget.
We ain't never gonna forget none of that. It's literally impossible. I don't like the music shift. They got something planned for the next movie. He got something planned for the next movie.
Okay.
Yeah, bro, I did not remember 90% of that movie.
You didn't remember anything?
Most of that, no.
So I guess basically your first time watching.
Yeah.
Yeah, mate.
It felt a lot longer than it was.
It felt longer than it was?
Yeah, not in a bad way.
It felt shorter than it was for me, but that's just because I remember how the story kind of plays out a little bit.
Yeah, I felt like the actual Hunger Games part was long and short at the same time.
Yes.
Like, it felt like there was a lot missing from that for sure.
Definitely. I mean, I would say, like, again, just because from what I remember reading in the book, from reading it all those years ago, guys, I have not read this book since I was a kid, okay? I literally have not read this book. I only read the books one time, and that was it. I've never reread them. I'm not usually a rereader of things. I'm not usually a rewatcher of things unless I really love it. Like, music is the one thing I'll listen to over and over again. Yeah. Star Wars, I watch Star Wars in intervals. So, like, I'll go where I binge watch all the movies, and then I just take, a little bit of a break, and I don't watch them again.
You rewatch some of the shows a lot, though.
The shows I rewatch a lot, yeah, because, I mean, the thing with the shows is that they have so much details in them. So it's easy to, rewatch them. Because like Clone Wars, you can always rewatch Clone Wars and Rebels because there's so much stuff that you're not gonna remember over 100 and something episodes. You're not gonna remember 300 something episodes. Like, it's a lot of episodes. So shows I can do a lot. One movie that I can watch over and over again several times a year is like Spider-Man, because that's like my favorite. Sam Raimi Spider-Man's one of my favorite movies. So, but the point I'm trying to make is that I haven't read this book. Usually if I read a book, I read it once. Like when I read Percy Jackson, I read it once. I'm rereading, started rereading the books now after a long time. 12, 13 years or more. right? Same thing with Hunger Games. I read them once and I want it done. So from what I remember, though, if I can just search my memory back as I just watched the movie and be able to piece together certain parts, the book obviously is going to offer more detail. It's going to offer more suspense. It's going to offer more, you know, things that you need. But I think the movie, from what I remember being, you know, generally like satisfied with the overall outcome of the movie.
Yeah, I wasn't mad at it. I think for me is that like the actual Hunger Games portion of it felt certain parts felt very rushed.
Yeah.
And, like they were trying to put too much in and not enough in.
Yeah.
So for me, it was like I didn't think it was bad. Like I wanna put that out there. Like I enjoyed what I was seeing. But it just, I don't know if the other movies might change this now that there's, I don't know what's going to happen next. If there's going to be more Hunger Games. I really don't know how that works.
Yeah.
But the Hunger Games aspect in this, like there was parts I enjoyed of it. And then there's parts I'm like, this is like going way too fast. Like, can we
need to slow it down and show some development? And,
yeah. So, I mean, because Katniss was pretty much the same throughout the whole thing. Just like, you know, getting a little smarter with her movements, maybe.
Did you maybe like go into expectations, like as you saw at the beginning, saw that she was a hunter and all that? Did you go into it thinking that like, okay, we're going to see her use her bow and arrow more?
Yeah.
Is that what you kind of thought?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because, I mean, they didn't, like, they showed it, but they didn't.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I feel like when she did come across people, like she was more just hiding, which I understand.
Yeah.
But she also wasn't trying to defend herself unless she was like forced to.
Yeah.
So, but even like I feel like she wasn't using like many of her hunting skills.
Yeah, we saw it briefly in the beginning with, you know, her doing her tracking and like, you know,
like,
trying to like hunt for food.
You know, grabbing the stuff in the beginning and like thinging it and then just not.
Well, she did do that.
Did she?
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
she did it. She did it when they first got there. She did go into the ground and, you know, check and everything, but she was hunting for food.
Yeah.
So she did that, but she didn't use it to hunt for people.
Yeah, but I think there are also other skills that she would have from hunting that would have helped her out in this a little more. But you know, I mean, I wasn't too mad at it.
Yeah.
To, you know, be clear, I wasn't too mad at it. But I felt like she had more potential than they used. If that makes any sense.
Yeah. I get what you're saying. Like, based on just the first movie and looking at what we saw her, you know, hints of what she was capable of, it's implied that she's a great hunter. Yeah. It's implied that she's a great, you know, she knows how to use the bow and arrow really well. All of these things are implied through the, you know, through the cast and through the script and through the conversation. Yeah. It's like, okay, there's an implication here that she is good at this. And she should be able to, you know, use these skills to better herself, and even things like Peeta being good at throwing and being strong, and things like that. So there if I'm not mistaken, there was like some deleted scenes and some other things from this movie. I think there was another cut of the movie. I can't remember. Honestly, I could be wrong about this. For some reason, I feel like there was like an extended version of this film, or an extended version of that, which I can't remember if there is or not. I'm not going to look that up now because that's the whole thing. Yeah. Because like I said, guys, I have not touched Hunger Games, these movies, or anything in so long. This is my first time watching it in over a decade. It's crazy to say that. Yeah. These movies, you know, it still kind of holds up a little bit. It holds up a lot, actually, over 10 years. That's actually pretty good. The fact that like some of the, you know, visual effects like the spacecrafts and stuff, and some of the
those look really
CGI
good.
like CGI for like tables and stuff. It actually holds up well, and it's a shot on film too, by the way. So that was you know, it was around a little bit of a nerd thing here. So this is shot on film. You can always tell when things are shot on film. The first Avengers was shot on film. The first Thor movie was shot on film. First Iron Man movie was shot on film. Most of those movies that came out around this time was shot on film. They started going over to digital a little bit after this. So this has nothing to do with this is just me just kind of commenting on like they definitely shot this movie on film. They had to. Unless I could be wrong, but my eyes are telling me they shot this on film. And the reason I'm bringing that up is that movies that are shot on film tend, in my personal opinion, now this is debatable. This is a big debate amongst cinematographers. This is a big debate amongst editors. This is a big debate amongst like just anyone in the, videography or that kind of space. This is a big debate that has been going on for a long time. But personally, I believe film looks a lot better. Mm-hmm. You can get away with a lot more things on film. Well, actually, no. So you can get away with a lot more things on digital than you can on film. The whole point with digital too is it allows you to film certain sequences much longer without having to worry about re-rolling and reapplying new film. Yeah. And that, the whole process of using film, Panavision use a lot of film. Most people who use Panavision, if Panavision was on here, they use a lot of film. And Martin Scorsese talked about shooting on film too, and like the challenges of shooting on film versus shooting on digital. They both have their pros and cons. But the point is, I feel like film looks a lot better and cleaner. And if you actually integrate shooting on film with CGI, and the CGI that came out at that time, it just looked raw, clean, and realistic. Like if you look at the Iron Man suit, the first assembly, versus the nanotech suits from like Endgame and stuff, or even Homecoming, there is a major visual difference. Oh yeah, definitely. Like, and this also has to do with CGI at that time, people not being rushed, so they had to take more time, And even if you look at movies like Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings. That's a new one.
No, again, I was confusing that word with film, so I said Lord of the Realm. Lord of the Rings. Peter Jackson, that was all on film as well. And you look at how all the CGI, how that looked, how the motion capture looked for Andy Serkis, right? Like, look at that versus what we got now. You know what I'm saying? So my whole point of bringing that up, I overtalk trying to bring it back to my point of bringing all those things up, is that when you look at things like the holograms and like the even the effects in like the hollow, the hollow area, right, or even like the table and all that, those effects, they look clean, they look really good, and really nice. Combine that with film, it's the whole thing. So CGI I feel like CGI between like 2008 to 2015 was goated. Everything else after that,
because people kind of had to take their time with it.
They had to take their time, and now they kind of have no choice.
They're just being rushed
for deadlines, and they gotta cut corners and But anyways, besides all that, they cut out a lot for sure from what I remember in the books.
There's definitely feels like there's a lot of empty spots where I would have liked a little bit more like context.
I will. Sorry, I didn't mean to.
No, you're fine. Go ahead.
No.
No, I'm saying that I would have liked some more context or some more, story building in certain parts. But I'm not too mad at it.
Well, before we watch Catch Your Fire, go read Hunger Games. You've been looking for something else to read. Go ahead.
Yeah, we'll see.
And it's shorter.
We'll see.
You said we'll see? Is it because of the writing style?
Like I say, I don't know if it was just me back then.
Don't go off of teenage Shannon from way back.
I'm not. I'm just saying back then I wasn't a big fan of it. But I am I don't know if depending on when we watch the next movie will determine.
Listen, you're a fast reader. You know damn well that you can finish the book before we watched it. Even if you were to film Catch a Fire next week, you'll be able to read the book.
Yeah, I guess.
You're a fast reader. You can't get out of this one. Guys, she read like 2 books in like a week. She's a much faster reader than I am. So she can read so fast. I'm honestly so jealous how fast she can read books.
I was a book nerd.
Yeah, she can read books. I didn't have a lot of
friends growing up, so I just learned how to read quickly.
Yeah. I didn't have a lot of friends growing up either, but I just spent that time playing games, making music, and watching movies.
Yeah.
I know you can.
See, I just replaced the music with reading because I also did those other things.
Yeah, well, fair enough. Fair enough. No, I know you can finish Hunger Games. I know for me at the time when I watched this movie, I didn't have any problem. Like watching the movie now, I'm not feeling the same I did when I watched it back then because back then I read the book first, then I watched the movie, so I was able to like.
Yeah, I feel like there's always like more of a thing when you read the books first.
Mm-hmm.
Like the only really experience I have with that is Somewhere I Turned Pretty and Fault in Our Stars. So those are like, I don't really tend to read the book before like something comes out.
Yeah.
But, you know, at the time it just so happened, like, 'cause I read Somewhere Turned Pretty like way back when I was in like middle school. So that it just so happened that got turned into something. But
I'm telling you, if you go and read a book, man, you're gonna be so mad. You're gonna be like,
I will.
You're gonna be like, why did they take this out?
Yeah, there's always like stuff in the books like where I'll question like, oh, they really should have put this part in, or
yeah,
you know.
I've been meaning to do that with Harry Potter for a while too, like go back and like actually read the books, because there's so much like in there.
Yeah,
you know, that's different.
Definitely.
You know, it's just I'm not as fast of a reader as she is, as I mentioned. So it's like for me, if I choose a book, it's gonna take me a while to get through it.
Yeah.
Sometimes it could take me weeks to months, depending on how frequently I'm reading the book, whether it's
how long it is.
Or how long it is. It depends on if I'm like also doing it in combination with audiobook too. Because like if I'm reading or listening to audiobook, like one of my favorite books, which I actually did reread, because we were reading it together, Children of Blood and Bone, finished that in about 2 weeks of listening.
Roughly.
On and off, and you know, about doing other things too. Yeah,
because I had to slow down my reading.
She had to slow down.
So, because Matthew had already like read the book / listened to it like a long time ago and wanted me to read it, and then so I had to slow my reading down. So it took about like 2 weeks to get
about
through
2 weeks to get through it. Yeah.
I probably, if I didn't have to slow down, I probably would have gotten through it in like 3 days. To be
probably.
honest.
That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah. I know for a fact you can finish the first Hunger Games book in like less than a week. I know you can.
I know I can.
Yeah. And I mean, I don't think personally, this could have just been my, I didn't think, you know, I'm not a book expert, so I don't, you know, I'm not a writing expert either. But for me, it felt like the book was fine in terms of like translation and how it read. To me, it read fine at that time as a kid.
It is made for like a younger audience, so the reading, like in the writing style, would be easy. And I think a big reason why I didn't like it back then is because I was like considered more of an advanced reader. So I would read like the higher level stuff.
It might have felt too juvenile for you.
Yeah.
And I get that. I mean, as I was rereading like Percy Jackson, I'm like, okay, this is a little bit different than some of the other books I've listened to / read. Yeah. And you know,
because there is a big difference between like books for a younger audience and books for like a teenager or an adult.
But I think if I'm not mistaken, Hunger Games books are targeted towards a teen, like a young, you know, mid to late teen audience. I think it's considered young adult, not children. Like Percy Jackson would be like young teen children.
The young adult category usually range from the ages of like 12, 13 up until 18.
While you keep talking, let me actually find out exactly what the age range was.
Yeah. And that's the thing too with like, I don't know if you remember this, like back in school, we had like these reading things like, where they would test your reading level. Yeah. So we would get a lot of book recommendations based off that. And then, you know, as you get a little older, like they base it off of like your age group. And I remember Hunger Games getting recommended to us when we were like 12 years old. So,
well, you're on the money there, because this one, they're saying the first book is generally ranged between 12 to 13 minimum to older. Yeah. I was around that age when I started reading the books.
Yeah. Because around that age, I had like 2 years prior to that, I had read the entirety of Twilight. Like all 5, like
Twilight isn't considered an advanced book though.
No, I'm saying like 5th grade it was. It was for a little bit of an older audience.
Okay, never mind. That's fair. Yeah.
It was still like in the teen category, but like if I was like
in elementary school.
Yeah, so I was like 10, 11 years old and I read the entirety of like all the books. And those are thick books. Like those
I do remember them being pretty big.
Those aren't easy to read for someone that age.
I do remember seeing the middle school girls with their like, you know, they're like emo, black and red plaid shirts and like, the whole hair covering and like, walking around with their thick Twilight books.
I had my bangs like covering my eye at all
the
times.
Bangs, like the really thick eyeliner, eyeshadow.
I wasn't allowed to wear makeup, but
well, some of the girls that were allowed to wear makeup. Some schools that I think my school didn't allow allow makeup. Actually.
My mom didn't allow it.
My school didn't allow makeup.
Yeah.
Until a certain age, I think. Yeah. Or I think they changed that rule later. High school was different.
Yeah.
Middle school, elementary, they didn't allow it. From what I remember, it's very vague. But anyway, point is, I remember the girls just like walking around with their with their boots, with their combat boots, and their like Edward and like what's the dude name? Jacob shirts and their thick Twilight books. Them as big as my focus right there, man. Jordan's like this big. Paperback books too. Just walking around with them big books.
Yeah, no, they were thick. And I lent them to somebody I know, like a family friend, like an older, like she was like 20 something at the time. Yeah. And I lent them to her because I had all of them, and she never returned them.
You never got it back.
No, I know exactly who had it too. She probably sold it at this point.
Probably. But you know what I used to hate too? I used to hate this personally, but like people with them books are bigger than that Frank Herbert Dune book.
Yeah.
I remember
that's probably about the size, but it was also because if the book's like this big, like lengthwise or like height wise, Twilight books were like this big.
I don't remember them being that big, but I do remember seeing people reading used to read like paperback books. Like you ever see people used to read the paperback books like this? They would hold a book like that. They would kind of like read the pages.
No,
you've never seen that, bro. That used to trigger me so much. Do I have a paperback anywhere here, man? That's easy to reach.
I don't think so.
Man, I don't have any. I don't want to destroy my Frank Herbert. Is he bigger?
Those aren't paperback though, are they?
Yeah, they are.
Oh.
Are you? Dang. Hold on.
I don't have all my books out.
Give me a second, guys. Let me grab this Dune book real quick, just to make my point. Because man, I used to see people reading like this, and I still see people read like this to this day. And it bothers me. Okay. I used to see people, and look, Frank Herbert Dune is a pretty thick book. I used to see people holding the damn book like this, right? And they would just like go pages.
And
they would like just go like so. And they would hold a book like this, their paperbacks.
Oh gosh.
And they would just do that and just read like that. No. I'm like, why are you doing it?
I was reading like this, like
that's how I read. I think that's how normal people read books. But like I would see people like do the whole paper thing and like I'm like, heck no,
I've never seen somebody do that, and whoever did that to you and shows you that is weird.
I've seen it so often though. Especially when I used to go to the library. I used to see that joint, man.
Never seen that.
Yeah, I used to see people tearing the book like that. Reading it like that.
Incorrect. And I'm like, sorry.
Why are you doing that?
If anyone here does that, I'm sorry, you are so incorrect.
Man, yo, let me know if I might have just seen a weirdo. I might have just seen a couple of weird folks.
Yeah.
But man, it's a very, very specific memory. Because I remember people reading paperbacks like that. Yeah.
Never.
I used to say, I used to say, girl, to Twilight. And them Twilight books, man, just sitting there, oh, this is where I was in Dune. Because I was reading this when we were, because I got this. I don't want to tell you all that. That's private. That's a private. When and where I got this, but
got it on a trip.
You remember when I got it.
I remember
when I was reading this. Yeah, that's too private. I won't get all that. But anyway, I used to read like this. Open. I don't know how they did it, bro. I can't even do it. They used to have like one thumb here. Like I don't know how they did that joint, bro. It was so weird. And it would just like tear it, like just thing. I don't know how they did that joint, bro.
They're probably trying to do that so they didn't like break the.
I don't know. I don't know. But
it would break it.
I don't know, man.
Anyway.
But anyways, but you can try reading it. But like 1 to 10 though. Let's get back. 1 to 10. What would you rate the movie? Oh, sorry. I was gonna say this.
Yeah.
My point is, I think I already said this, but I'm just saying it again because I didn't say it. I read the book. So I read the book, saw the movie, and then when I saw the movie, actually, no, I read the book, some of the book, saw the movie first in the theater. then went back and read the book, saw the movie. Did I see the movie again? I can't remember if I saw the movie. No. Okay, how did I do this? Oh, no. Because for Catching Fire. Okay. I read the book. Then I saw the movie. And then after I saw the movie, I was just like, okay, I was able to kind of like piece things together because I already had the knowledge. So it's easy for me to be like, enjoy certain things now. But now, since I haven't read the books in so long or seen the movie in so long, I have vague memory of everything. So watching the movie now, I'm just like, definitely feel like I'm missing a lot here. Yeah. And it's probably like how people who watch Ahsoka felt if they didn't watch Rebels.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
You know? It's probably the same vibe.
Yeah, I feel like it was definitely more for the fans of the books rather than like new people. Like new people to the like series and like the, you know, the story of it can enjoy it, but you'll get a lot more from it if you read the books. Yeah. Like there was definitely stuff that felt missing, and I feel like the people who can fill in the gaps can like kind of, you know, have a better appreciation for it. Yeah. But it still wasn't a bad movie. Like I didn't hate it.
Well, 1 to 10, where are you ranking this?
I'm probably gonna put this at a good like 7.5. I don't think it was that bad.
7, okay.
I don't think it was that bad. Okay. I feel like certain things they could have done better, like story development, character development, shortening certain things, lengthening certain things. Yeah. But overall, I'd say solid 7.5.
I definitely think like for me, obviously like growing up watching these as they came out, I definitely, as a fan, and I would say as a fan at that time, obviously there's more hardcore fans who I would say who would actually qualify as a fan. Yeah. But as a fan of the books at that time, it hit me more and I enjoyed it more because it was just like, okay, this is something like, you know, I'm reading it, I'm actively reading it, like I'm involved in this world, I love it. And obviously the hardcore Hunger Game fans are going to be like, no, man, this is a 10 out of 10 movie. Like, this is not even.
And that's fine. I'm glad that people enjoy it and would give it a 10 out of 10.
Yeah. But are you interested in watching the rest?
I would be interested. I'd want to see if there was anything that they changed to add some more or make it feel a little more fuller.
I have a feeling that if you read The Hunger Games and you get some more context as to like certain things, I feel like you'll not only view this movie differently, but you'll be able to kind of enjoy Catching Fire a little bit more.
I definitely might.
So I definitely challenging her on video to read The Hunger Games.
Well, I guess I'm reading Hunger Games. I can't back down from a challenge. You know that.
She hates backing down from a challenge. I don't use that too often.
No, you don't.
Because if I used it often, then I'd get my way every time.
Yeah, and it's not gonna happen.
And it's not gonna happen. Yeah, for certain things. Yeah. Like little competitions like this.
Yeah, nothing.
Yeah, nothing serious.
Nothing's harmful.
No. But I just know for like little competitions, my wife she doesn't like being challenged. Like, she doesn't like backing down from a challenge. Yeah. Like if someone says, yo, climb that bridge, do it, you won't. Word? All right, that's her.
I hate that do it, you won't, because then you know damn well I will.
Yeah, that's her.
I hate it.
Yeah, she doesn't like to let people get one up on her. Yeah. So yeah. But
yeah, I do a lot of things out of spite.
Yeah, so. Definitely. Yeah. I think we can. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, make sure you guys subscribe if you liked what you saw, and make sure to head on over to our Patreon if you want to see the full reaction to this. And I'm sure Catching Fire will be up sometime next week, probably earlier than it'll be out on YouTube. So yeah, go check that out. Link will be in the description below. But yeah, that's it for us. We'll see you guys next time. Bye. Bye.